Hello, my name is Pavan Kumar and welcome to my YouTube channel. Guys, continuing our playlist towards Python programming, and we are going to continue our playlist in Python. Today we are going to discuss about the topic on the list concatenation, and we are also going to discuss about the Boolean operations with respect to the lists, and we are also going to see like whether the lists are mutable or not. Okay, so if you are visiting my channel for the first time, please do subscribe to my channel and please press the bell notification icon to get all updates related to my YouTube channel. Okay, so let's continue our journey towards Python programming. So this is the topic which we are going to discuss today, Boolean operation with respect to lists and the list concatenation, and we are also going to see the lists are mutable or not. Okay, so mutable or not means I will tell you what exactly mutable or not, and I will tell you exact meaning of mutable. Okay, so our first topic is Boolean operation with respect to the list. Okay, so we have already discussed like what is Boolean operation, like true or false. Okay, so let's perform the same operation with respect to the lists in Python programming. Okay, so we'll just mention in comment Boolean operation with respect to lists. Okay, for example, we'll start with some example, then only we can understand clearly. Only if we take the example, that will really help us to understand in a proper format. Okay, so the list one is equal to, we'll give some numbers 30, 40, 45. We'll also take some names. Okay, we'll just give it as Jimmy, and we'll give it as Jack, and we'll give it as John. Okay, let's run this particular cell. Okay, and if you give just list one, it will list all the elements or the components of that particular list. Okay, suppose if you want to check whether Jimmy is present in particular list, Jimmy in list one. Okay, let's try to run this particular cell. It's true because Jimmy is present in this particular list. Let's perform with some other we will take some other component, 2 in list 1. Let's try to run this particular cell. 2 is present or not? Yes, 2 is there. Let's see, it is also true. Now let's take with some other component which is not present, and let's see what it will exactly give the output. We'll give it as Mike in list 1. So we have to get the output as false. Yes, we got the output as false because Mike is not present in this particular list. Okay, so that's all about this Boolean operations with respect to the lists. As of now, like we'll just learn basics with respect to Boolean operation with respect to lists. Okay, in the coming days, like we'll also we'll try to cover some of the complex operations with respect to the lists in data structures in Python programming. Okay, so now let's move on to another topic, list concatenation. Okay, for example, we have already taken list 1 is equal to 1, 2, 30 something and all. We'll try to recall that. We'll try to paste it again. Okay, and suppose if you want to add some more items for this particular list. Okay, and suppose let's imagine like you have already one more list. Okay, list 2, let's mention it as list 2, and in this particular list you have Mike, and you have some other name. We'll take it as Raj, and you'll take it as Sunny, and we'll give some other name, Harry. Okay, and we'll also try to add some numbers, 63 and 101. Okay, so you have list 1 and list 2. Suppose if you want the new list where you want all the elements of list 1 and list 2 means we can do the string list concatenation by doing this. List new list is equal to list 1 plus list 2. Okay, now let's try to run this particular cell, and now let's try to see what is the final output we are getting. New list. So here you can see all the elements 1 2 30 40 45. Okay, so this is called the list concatenation. Okay, and suppose if you want the new list directly with some elements when you don't have any other list to, you can also perform like that. Let's try to add 55 and 75. Okay, so now let's try to run this particular cell, and now let's try to run this. You can also do it in this following way. Okay, so when you don't have list 2 and you want directly a new list with some more items to be added to that particular list means you can do it like this. Okay, so this is how we perform the list concatenation in data structures in Python programming. So we'll just mention in comment. Okay, list concatenation. Okay, now let's try to move on to the third topic, that is lists are mutable. Okay, we'll try to take one example. We'll take the same example only. Okay, we'll try to so the new list is already having some elements like 1 2 30 40 45, Jimmy, Jack, John, 55, 75. Suppose if you want to replace John with some other name. Okay, so what I will do is like the indexing, we have to go with indexing. Okay, so in indexing in Python always starts with 0, as I have already told you. So 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so the seventh element, so the seventh 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So we have to replace John with Julie. Okay, and now let's try to run this particular cell. Okay, so now let's see the final list, the new list. So here you can see like John is replaced with Julie. Okay, so this is what we call it as lists are mutable. So this is one of the most important question, guys, whenever you are attending any data science interview or any interview related to Python programming. So they will ask like whether lists are mutable. That means like you can change the components or the elements of the lists, okay, where you can edit or not edit. You if you have already if you are already defined a list, and if you want to change the some of the components of the list or some of the elements of the list or some of the values of the particular list, you can definitely do it. Okay, so this is one of the most important question. Lists are mutable. Okay, so they might ask you questions like what is the difference between the list and a tuple. Okay, so the lists are mutable and the tuples are immutable. So in the coming days I will discuss about the tuples in Python programming. Okay, so we have covered all the topics for today, and we also saw that lists are mutable. Okay, so that's all about this particular video, guys. I hope you like this particular video, and please do hit the like button if you really like this particular video, and please do subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And see you one and all. Thank you. Bye bye.